Greetings, geeks and nerds. I'm Lazy Universe and I'm White and Nerdy, and it's time for another Lazy Universe Top 10. And this one is going to be my top 10 favorite Godzilla films. As a kid, yes, I did grow up with Godzilla, but I didn't grow up with the 1954 classic. The first Godzilla film that I've seen and the first King Kong film that I've seen was King Kong vs. Godzilla when I was just 4 to 5 years old. So that is pretty much of a staple for me, um, truthfully, is that is where my love for the giant monster had began. But Godzilla had gone on with 60 plus years of success, and I wanted to highlight some of my favorite movies that he had done. Um, and also, in case people are wondering, I used artwork from the amazing Matt Frank both here on YouTube, Twitter, his own website. Um, because I love Matt Frank's artwork. I really do. It is some of the best artwork that you can ever come across. So I just really love Matt's artwork for Godzilla. I'm not stealing it or anything. The guy is just a massively talented um, artist and does some great work for Godzilla. And again, his name is Matt Frank. He's here on YouTube. He's on Twitter, and he has his own website. I think it's just mattfrank.com. So go and check it out. So, and also he doing artwork for IDW comics, I think, for Godzilla. I'm not too certain. But anyways, getting on with the list, I just wanted to talk about how awesome I think that Matt is. To do this list, I just wanted to remind people that one, this is just my personal opinion for this list. So no matter where I put these films, it's just how I feel about them. It's not referenced on how you feel about them. It's just my personal experience with them. And I just wanted to make it known for people that I am just doing this for fun. I'm not doing this to insult anyone. Like if I put Godzilla vs King Ghidorah at we'll just say number 5, people would probably be like, it deserves to be at like number 1 or whatever. And if this is just how I feel about the film, truthfully. So this is just my personal opinion. It doesn't need to reflect on your guys' opinions, and I don't mean to insult anyone and all other Godzilla fans. So let's get this thing started and kick this off and begin the countdown. So let's get hit by an atomic bomb or a nuclear warhead and be transformed into a gigantic fire-breathing monster. This is the League Universe Top 10 Godzilla films, so please get back, enjoy. We're gonna be here a while, and let's talk about some classic kaijus. Let's begin the countdown. Number 10. Most people probably wouldn't consider Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla a cult classic film or just a classic film period, but I really do enjoy Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, which is why it's number 10. A super intergalactic demon, or Space Godzilla, is going toward Japan, and yet they have to do anything in their power to stop it and both Godzilla. Yet, however, they're visited by the Mothra fairies, who tell them that Godzilla should not be killed, because if Godzilla is killed, then there's nobody left alive to protect the Earth. Which also in this movie, Mogira is brought in, or as I call it, Mogira. But yes, the Mogira unit is in it because, reasons. It's a giant monster movie clash and a giant monster movie throwdown, and it's a great Space Godzilla movie with some awesome special effects and especially a great appearance for Space Godzilla. It's an intergalactic throwdown, so what more can you ask for? And that Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla is one of the best Godzilla movies that I have seen and one that will always stick around with me. Number 9. The 2014 Godzilla is determined by Godzilla fans as a masterful masterpiece, and there are some that still don't like it, but hey, I actually think that it still holds up. An American family living in Japan happened to realize that something weird is actually going on in the place that they're living, that something seems to be communicating on the ground because of the earthquake. As Japan, and also America, had to wait for something that's been around for thousands of years, something that exists, something that's a protector. And the protector only known as the one and only Godzilla, who happens to be the savior behind these things that's attacking America, known only as Mutos. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, it might not be everybody's favorite movie, but hell, I still like this movie because it revitalized Godzilla into an even more popular character now. So this movie deserves a watch and it deserves a revitalization of the great and classical monster Godzilla. You will not be disappointed with such a great and masterpiece film. Number 8. The true matchup between Godzilla and his massive archenemy. Yes, this was a long time coming for Godzilla fans to wait for, and when it came, we were reveling. Time travelers from the future happened to come to Japan, telling them that, hey, we have a way that you guys can stop Godzilla. Don't you want to be finally rid of him? So the plan is to go back in time, back to World War II, mind you, and to stop Godzilla while he's a giant T-Rex on a mysterious island that was hit by a bomb. But the time travelers are untrustworthy and resurrect King Ghidorah upon the island so he can be the king of Japan and the destroyer of it. With Japan realizing that maybe perhaps getting rid of Godzilla was the worst idea. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. And now they need to resurrect the King of the Monsters. It's a great matchup between two giant monsters of old and two arch enemies finally going at it. It's a great big old monster throwdown that you can enjoy. And also had one of the fucking best Godzilla fights ever between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. Seriously, it's well worth the watch. Number 7. This movie is a cult classic and with good reasons. Godzilla seems to be burning up, or he's going nuclear, and he's possibly going to die. A young scientist or a teenager predicts that Godzilla will burn up and then possibly turn into a nuclear explosion that could intent destroy the entire world. Hell bent on trying to figure out how to destroy the monster, they make one simple suggestion. Instead of letting him go nuclear, why don't we use the oxygen destroyer? But the oxygen destroyer made a monster of itself as well. The thing that killed Godzilla made its own monster in the form of the destroyer, the devil in disguise. It becomes a battle so extreme you could even see it coming as the destroyer rises like the devil straight from hell, and he is beautiful. Want to know why this film is such a cult classic? Then check it out because it is definitely worth your time, especially to see Godzilla basically defeat the devil. Number 6. One of the all-time classic Godzilla films, and for good reason. A hurricane powers through Japan. It destroys everything in its path by also bringing Japan a surprise. A giant egg, which nobody knows where it comes from, but most people think that it's determined from the gods, as everybody wants a piece of the giant egg that walked up on shore. which gathers the attention of the Mothra twins, who actually want Mothra to go back to where she came from, and for the egg to go back to Mothra Island where it belongs. But of course, nobody listens, and then Godzilla just happens to show up to ruin the entire day in one of his more monstrous appearances. So they go to Dear God, This Is 60s Racist Island and ask them if they can borrow Mothra to battle Godzilla because Godzilla is destroying Japan. It's a great giant kaiju battle with Godzilla and Mothra both attacking each other and going at it, including Mothra's first debut and awesome appearance in the film. But it's not just Mothra who Godzilla fights, it's also the Mothra larva that happen to fight after they are birthed from the egg due to dancing. It's a great old school battle, it's a great old school film, and it's a freaking awesome and amazing Godzilla film that you should check out if you have the time. It's great. Number 5. Fuck the people who say that this movie is bad, because I think this movie is awesome. Godzilla has been missing for some time now, with people actually wondering if he's still out there and will he still be the protector. With humanity and humans wondering, can we actually control the giant beast? Could he actually be an Earthful protector? And if so, could he keep protecting us? But there's also evil bad guys in this movie too, because of course the Godzilla movie also had to have evil human characters. Nothing is ever consistent in Godzilla movies. With Team Evil resurrecting the mighty God Beast himself. Fucking King Ghidorah is resurrected and about to raise hell. Some people say that this is a bad film, but don't listen to them because this film is fucking amazing and goddamn awesome. So you should check it out, and also it is worth all the giant monster cameos. What more can really be said about this movie except for one thing? You better believe that you're gonna hail to the king, baby, and hail to the king you will. Number 4. A sequel to the 1954 classic original, Godzilla is back and he is better than ever, and also he is just pissed off destroying Tokyo yet again. I love this more devilish look for Godzilla. It really does work for the big guy. Him looking like that he came straight from the underworld, which really makes him really pop, in my opinion. An alien spacecraft crashes into the Tokyo Bay, nobody wondering why it's there, and everybody trying to theorize why it crashed on Earth and what they can do with it. But however, it's actually an alien organism, known only in the film as Orga, and when he first shows up he looks like a giant squid jellyfish thing. She then taken on a more devilish and monstrous form, which actually does work for the monstrous organism known only as Orga. I think that this film is really damn awesome. It's definitely worth checking out, and it's definitely giving it a worthy look, so you will not be disappointed if you want to check out Godzilla vs. 2000, because I think it is amazing. Number 3. Another cult classic, and for good reason. Godzilla this time is not returned, but instead resurrected by the dead souls that he is killed on his first attack, leaving for Earth to be protected by things called guardian monsters, which all have their different appearances throughout the film, with the better one coming toward the end. Godzilla had never looked more terrifying and never had been more deadly than he had been in this film, as he is definitely a wreck of destruction. I've already reviewed this movie a long time ago, but it does bear repeating that this movie is awesome and it is worth a watch, so give it a worthy watch, especially if you're a G fan. Number 2. This is my first Godzilla film, so of course, for nostalgic reasons, I have to put it on this list because of how damn awesome that I think it is. By accident, Godzilla is resurrected. He's back once again. With America trying to realize, and Japan trying to realize, oh crap, we did it again. But they find hope in a massive monster known only as King Kong, a god of Kong Island, that attacks a giant creature, so then they decide, hey, can we borrow him? Some people would argue that this is a more goofier monster movie or goofier Godzilla movie, but hey, fuck it, I absolutely love this movie for my nostalgic reasons. It is in no means perfect. It is definitely a flawed movie, but it's a cult classic for a good reason, and I still love it to this day because it was my first Godzilla and King Kong introduction. It's definitely a worthy watch, and even though, yeah, it's kind of a goofier entry into the MonsterVerse of the Godzilla series, definitely give it a worthwhile check out. You will not be disappointed. And my number one favorite Godzilla movie of all time just so happens to be nothing will ever beat the 1954 classic original I Don't Care Who You Ask. A boat out in the Japan Ocean is suddenly attacked by a mysterious being underwater. Most people believe that they have displeased the gods. Most people believe that this could be a mine or some sort of science experiment, but we all know that there's something more deadly within the waters. And his name, his legacy, all started with just this one film. Godzilla is here. The king of the monsters has arrived. This also had the most unique cast of characters and the most ones that you will care about. Mostly you will care about the, every single character in it, but mostly the Doctor. This film still holds up to this day because it's a demonstration of what could possibly happen if we go too far in science and technology and demonstration. What would happen if we actually tampered with forces that we don't understand? Would this happen? Would we create our own giant monster? Things happen in the world that we can't understand. This is a film not for everybody. I repeat, not for everybody because it is a dark, gritty, and pretty dramatic film, truthfully, all things considered. This is Ishiro Honda's absolute favorite Godzilla film, the one that really started it all. But he didn't intend for Godzilla to become a superhero. But like I said, the character that you will care most about is Dr. Serizawa. He's absolutely brilliant as he's a man that invented something that he doesn't want to end up in the evil or wrong hands. Which only makes his sacrifice at the ending so much more worth it. If you haven't seen the cult classic Godzilla film yet, I highly recommend that you do if you can check it out because of its legacy. And that is going to do it, my friends. That is my top 10 favorite Godzilla films. Did I tackle one of your favorites? Or did I miss one of your favorites? Let me know in the comment section down below. Or let me know your own top 10 Godzilla films in the comments down below. I'm eager to hear about them. Also, be sure to do everything that you can. If you like this channel and you want to continue supporting it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time that I make an upload. Follow me at Twitter for some behind the scenes things of what I'm working on. Sometimes I post you on YouTube, sometimes not. But you can follow me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. I believe the words I want you to keep eking on and celebrate Godzilla in the best of ways. And for some people that are probably going to ask, where's this movie or this movie? If I haven't seen it yet, I can't put it on the list. So thank you guys so much for watching this Lazy Universe Top 10. I hope that you enjoyed. I've been Lazy Universe. I've been Nerdy. Keep your kid on, and until next time, guys, take care.